This book right here changed my view on life, and I think it will do the same for you if you read it. Simply, it's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. If you didn't read this book until now, trust me, you must read it. Really, you must read it. So in this video, I'll give you my 8 takeaways from this book and how it really affected my life, because if you didn't read it, you can have a clear overview or a clear understanding of this book without spoiling anything for you, like just the simple takeaways that I get from this book, so you can just have a clear understanding. If you are new here, my name is Belal. I'm a 16 years old Egyptian guy, and simply I started this YouTube channel to simply share with people things in my life could benefit them and give them some value or anything. Like, I just love to create videos like this, like raw videos, like sample editing, things like that, because I just love it. Like, if you notice, like, I have created a video every day for the last week, I think, like every day a video, every 2 days maximum, because simply I just put the camera and talk about anything I have in my mind simply. So yeah, I create this type of videos. If you like it, okay. If you don't like it, I totally understand it, but like, this is my way of doing these videos. So if you want to follow me along the journey and benefit from the future content, I hope you subscribe to this channel, like only if you want. I don't like to force you. Without talking too much, let's see how this book could benefit you and how it benefit me simply. So let's dive into it. Sometimes in life you feel stuck and don't know what to do, or what is your purpose in life. And simply, this life is like steps, levels. So life is just like steps, and these steps are defined by you. Simply, you are the one who define what are my steps in life, what I'm gonna do, what is my purpose, and this purpose, what should I do to achieve it, all of that. So sometimes we feel like stuck, we don't know what to do. Like, I want you to understand that everyone in this life, God created him or her to have a purpose, and this purpose, you will not understand it and discover it by just trying to find it. When you are born, you don't understand anything. Like, you're just born, you came to life simply, you don't understand anything. But by the time, you should understand what is your purpose, because simply you should ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I in this life? What's the goal of it? So you should ask yourself this question, and simply the answer of it, this will define your purpose and your goal in life. And if you don't know, after asking yourself this question, what's your purpose, you need to take more time and you'll find it simply. Like, sometimes it takes years simply to find what is your purpose in life. Sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes just weeks. So it's different between all of us. But you should understand that life is levels, and these levels, you are the one who define it. You're the one who say, this is level number 1, this is level number 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So simply, this book right here give you a story, and this story is extremely inspiring. Really, like, once I read it, I don't know what to say. Like, I felt many things affected me, and I understood many things, especially if you're someone in my current situation, which is like, you want something, but this thing didn't come yet. You have something in your mind to achieve, and you want a better life, you want something good for you and your family, whatever, but you want something, but you didn't get it, you know. Yes, you maybe wake up every day and do it, or do the actions that can lead at the end of the journey to get this thing, but you still didn't get it. So this book, if you are in that situation, is the best book you can read, really, and show you what are the 8 key points or 8 takeaways that extremely affected my life and changed my mind or my way of thinking, so it could be beneficial to you as well. And let's see. So the first takeaway from this book is simply value the journey. You should understand that each one of us has his own journey and we are different. Maybe like we have some things in common, like okay, it's obvious, you know. It could be we have things in common, but at the end of the day it's different. My journey is different from your journey. Your journey is different from this guy's journey. Like we all have different situations and we all have different journeys simply. So what you should do is to enjoy this journey. Of course it could be hard, of course it could be not easy, of course, but you should enjoy each step you take in this life. Whatever you are doing, whatever, like if you're starting to work on a business, if you're starting to work hard for your studies, college, whatever, each one of us should enjoy this journey. Each step of it, each tiny step of it, we should enjoy it and value it simply. You should value the journey. Today is not like tomorrow, and tomorrow is not like the day after tomorrow. Of course, like it's a continuous journey, and this continuous journey has its own conditions, has its own various conditions, you know. Every day you experience different things than the yesterday, you know. So you should enjoy this journey and value it. Like yes, it's hard, but enjoy it simply. So this is the first takeaway from this book. The second takeaway from this book, it could seem obvious, but it's simply following your dreams. Yes, you should follow your dreams, because many people, they don't even know what their dreams are, you know. So if you understand your purpose in life and you understand what you should do, what is your dreams, what are your dreams, what are your goals simply, you should follow them. Yeah, it could seem obvious and nothing crazy with this, but yeah, many people forget this concept and they just thinking about their dreams and goals and they don't follow them. Like go ask them that day after they think of these goals and set these goals, probably they will forget it, you know. They don't know what to say. So yeah, like most people are just thinking of what their dreams are, but simply they don't follow them. So what I learned from this, that yes, I was like these people. I was putting some goals and simply don't follow them. Like I want this and I want this and I want this. Yeah, but what are the actions that you are following day after day after day that can lead you to achieve these goals? Nothing, you know. I just was setting goals. So this was the second takeaway from this book, which is following your dreams. The third takeaway is overcome fear, and it's kinda related to the second one, which is following your dreams, because at the end of the day you're not following your dreams because the fear, you know. You're afraid of taking actions because you see it's hard or you can't do it, so you just keep in the loop of just dreaming, but overcoming fear is a crucial aspect in life. You can't do anything when you are afraid of doing it. You should overcome that fear. And how to overcome that fear? It's simple. Take the first step towards this thing that you're afraid of. Just the first step. I don't say you should do it 100% right from the first time. No, just take the first step, and it's okay if you are failed or didn't get it right. It's okay, but just take the first step, because most of the time when you take that first step, you realize that why I'm afraid of doing this thing. It's nothing, I shouldn't be afraid. But when you realize that is when you simply take the first step. So you should understand that in terms of doing anything in your life that you're afraid of, you should take the first step if you really, really want it. If you don't want it, it's okay. Continue dreaming, and it's okay, because you can't achieve this without taking action. If you're just dreaming, the dreams, what is the dream? Simply, like, in its simplest form, the dream is a thought in your mind, right? And this thought, how can you transform it into reality? How? Simply by doing actions towards this thought. Like, I now dream of building a business. Okay, this is a thought of building a business. So how can I transform this thought into a reality, into actions? How can I do that if I'm afraid of doing it? Simply by taking the first step, and without thinking, like, don't think about it, just put the first step, and don't overthink it. Don't say, will I be successful of doing it? Will I succeed? Will I fail? What if that comes? What if this did? Don't think about it too much. Just when you realize that it's easy and don't require all of that overthinking, then you will not be afraid. So just take the first step and overcome fear. The fourth takeaway from this book is you should trust your heart and trust omens. Simply, I want you to understand something. The universe is sending you omens and signs to direct you in a specific way, to tell you this is the right path and this is not the right path, or this is the wrong path. So you should pay attention to these omens and pay attention to your heart as well, because think about it, your heart is from the universe. How are you created in this life? From nothing. Think about it. From just extremely tiny, I don't know how to say it in English, but like extremely tiny thing, and from this extremely tiny thing you became a human, and this human have emotions, have mind. Like, it started to be complex. It started to be a complex thing, not just a tiny thing, you're now complex. So that means that you came from the universe. Your body, your soul, your everything inside you is from the universe. So you should pay attention to your heart. Why? Because it's from the universe, and your heart as well is sending to you messages and signs to tell you what to do and tell you what you shouldn't do. So you should listen to your heart, and it's nothing funny for it. Like really, you should listen to your heart when you listen to, like when you hear someone tell you you should listen to your heart. You think, okay, it's like uh, like you think it's just like a proverb or something like that, have no meaning. But no, it's actual. You should listen to your heart and listen to the universe omens. It's extremely powerful, and I started to do that once I read this book. Like really, everything happens in my life. I started to say, "Oh, this is an omen. This is a yes." Like I listen to my heart and feel things that direct me to this or that, and like it's extremely powerful. I know, like you will not understand that um, before you try it yourself, but really it's extremely powerful. So yeah, this takeaway is simply to pay attention to the universe omens and pay attention to your heart as well, because it's from the universe. The fifth takeaway is everything has a soul. And like really, like let me show you something, a specific line in that book that simply shows what I'm talking about. And actually, this line extremely affected my life, really. Like I spent some time to just think about it and analyze it, and really it's really powerful. Like let me tell you, this line says everything on the face of earth, everything on the face of the earth had a soul, whether mineral, vegetable, or animal, or even just a simple thought. Think about it. It's true. Like this extremely affected my life, especially the last part of it, which is or even just a simple thought had a soul, you know. Just think about it, because it's not hard. Just once you understand it and once you think about it for a couple of minutes, you will understand. Like I will tell you, the thought which I talked about it in the second or the third takeaway is something in your mind, right? But what you don't understand is this little thought has a soul. Why it has a soul? Because it's like a plant. Like how it's like a plant, or like yeah, the plant is just, the first thing is a seed, you know. Before you see the huge trees and the huge plants, it came from what? It came from a seed, extremely tiny seed, you know, like this. And this seed simply it boom and become a huge thing, you know. So how can you compare the thought with the plant? Think about it. The thought in your mind is just a tiny thing, but if you keep thinking of it day after day and started to take the actions that will become it a true and reality, it can become an extremely huge thing. Because if you just put that little seed in the soil, it will not become a thing without you. Like you should every day pour some water for it and feed it, so it could be a great thing. But what if you didn't do that? It will not become a thing, and it will become the same for years. It will become the same. or it could be uh, or it could just grow a little bit, but not huge, like very small. So the thought is just like a plant. It's like a seed. You put it in your mind, and this seed, every day, if you are feeding it, if you are pouring some water for it, and one day you will find that this little seed transformed into a huge reality. So yeah, this is the fifth takeaway, which is everything in life has a soul, even just a simple thought. The next takeaway is live in the present. Don't live in the past and don't live in the future too much, you know. Just focus on now. Focus on the present. Like nothing bad of thinking in the future. It's good, but don't focus uh, like very much on the future only, and keep the present zero. You know, if you want a great thing, you should focus like 60 or 70% on the present, and the remaining 30% could be on the future. But don't focus on the past that much. Yes, you could learn from the past, but don't live there. Understand me? Like, okay, you maybe experienced many things painful in the past, and this thing, it could be beneficial to you. You can learn things from the past experiences, but don't live there. Don't put your extreme focus on the past or on the future as well. Like, put the most amount of energy and time in the future, in the present, and keep the last small amount in the future or in the present. Like, I'm not telling you focus 100% on the present. No. Yes, it's good, but you can benefit from the past or the future, because simply, if the past and the future are not beneficial to us, why it exists? You know, God didn't create something for that, like nothing beneficial from it. No, like everything in this life you could benefit from it. So don't say I'm not gonna focus on the past or the future, and I'll focus 100% on the present. Yeah, it's good, but there are two things that you completely forgot, and that is not true, especially from my point of view. Like, I don't know if you are with me or not, but this is from my perspective. You should put some time, little amount of time, not make it a huge amount. Put some time learning from the past and planning for the future. That's it. And put the more amount of time and energy in the present. This is how can you benefit overall from these three things, which is the past, present, and future. Because if you didn't benefit from the future or the past, like, why? You can benefit from them, you know. Exchange these intervals to your benefit, but keep in your mind, don't put your whole focus on them, because it's not good. Okay. The seventh takeaway from this book is everything is connected. And as I said to you when I talked about omens and things like that, the universe, you should understand that everything is connected to each other in this world. Like, you are created to do a specific thing, and at the same time you are created to be a reason for another one, or to be a reason for another thing not related to you, you know. but just for another person. So you are connected to other people's life and other people's world, you know. You're not living for yourself. No, everything you do is connected to another one else, and it could affect another one. Like, I'll give you a simple example. Like, now, me, what I'm doing, I'm recording a video talking about the benefits of the Alchemist book. If you are watching me now, I affected you, even if just a small effect, but I affected you. Think about if I didn't exist in this world. Will you see that video? Of course not. Let's say when you watched that video, you went to read the Alchemist book. So if I didn't exist in this world, will you watch me and will you read this book? No. It will not go that way. It could be done by other reasons, but it will not be from me, you know. But it will not be from that reason. So you should understand that everything is connected and everything is an omen. Yeah. Last but not least, simplicity is key. Yeah, simplicity is key. Whatever you're doing in your life, focus on simplicity, because simple things has usually has an extreme leverage, and the leverage is simply like something you put a small effort in it, and after time it will blow up. So what I noticed, and not only me, many people around the world, if you do the simple things, it's a leverage. You can say to your mind, no, I will not do this because it's simple. Of course, like if I do something complicated, then that it will be it will give me higher results or more results. But no, this is not how the universe works usually. Like, simple things in the life has a huge effect on you and on other people as well. So you need to focus on simple things rather than complicated things or complex things. Like if you're working on business, like let's say you have an agency and you're running an agency, and you have three parts, or let's say two main parts: the acquisition part, or the client acquisition part, and the service fulfillment part. What you can do here to apply the simplicity key is focus on the simple things that have an extreme leverage. Like, I will give you an example. When it comes to the acquisition part, or simply how to get more clients for your agency or your business, what you can do, like maybe you think, I should do this and that and that and that and that to get my clients or get clients. But in the real world, what you only need to do is a simple thing, like how can you get clients is going on a call with them, or simply it's called a sales call or onboarding call. Like, no, it's not onboarding. The onboarding call is when the client had paid the invoice, or it's a client. But the sales call is when you are offering the client your solution or your product simply. So what you need to have the clients or more clients is simply have many sales calls. Like, think about it. How can I have many sales calls simply, like without putting too much effort? Like, if you're doing everything yourself, if you're doing outreach, if you're doing lead generation stuff, you can analyze which part of these ones are getting you the most results or the best results. Like, let's say you're focusing on cold outreach and paid ads. Okay, if you analyze and saw that paid ads are getting you better results, so what can you do is simply focus on only paid ads. Only paid ads. And what you can do is to get an employee or someone to do it for you. So by doing that, you spend low time and low effort simply to do the extreme or to get the extreme results for the client acquisition part. So yeah, simplicity is key. Think about it. So these are the 8 key points. So these are the 8 takeaways that I got from this book, and really, like, I recommend you, if you didn't read this book, I recommend you to read it. It will extremely benefit you whatever you're doing. If you're working on business, if you're working to do anything in life, if you only have a goal, just read this book, really. And really, like, I think many people bought this book and read this book. So if you still didn't read it, trust me, you must read it. I recommend you to read this book, and let me know in the comments if you read it or if you will read it. And yeah, like, if you have any book recommendations, you can write it in the comments as well, and I will see it, of course. And yeah, if you want to subscribe to this channel and like this video as well, you can do it. If you don't want to do that, it's totally fine and it's okay. And see you in the next video. Peace.